But who are we according to the Bible? Because if I ask you what's your race, what would you tell me?
African American.
You see what I'm saying? Do you know where that come from? The name African and American. Africa comes from Leo Scipio Africanus. Leo Scipio Africanus conquered that land. It was a white man, right? He conquered that land and called it Africa after his own name, Africanus, right? And America comes from Americo Vespucci, which was an Italian map maker, right? He named America after his own name. And did you know that was in the Bible? Watch this. Give me Psalms 49 and 11. Watch this. I'm going to show you. Because once they conquer these lands, they call it after their own name. Just like Alexandria in Egypt, Alexander the Greek conquered it and named it after his own name. Well, watch this. I'm going to show you that it's in the Bible. Give me what you got.
Get up under the canvas.
The book of Psalms, chapter 49, verse 11. The inward thought is that the houses shall continue forever.
Because this is the thought of the white man. He think that his house or the places he conquered gonna continue forever, right? Watch this, read on.
And the dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own name.
Just like Africa and America. These are named after the people that conquered us. This shows you the Bible is a true book because they called their lands after their own name once they conquer it, right? So, now, watch this. I want to show you something, mama. What does Christ look like according to the Bible? What would you say?
No.
You say white?
Yeah.
Watch this. Who is this right here?
Well,
What would y'all say?
I believe this is like wrong.
Okay, okay.
I know that somebody else they used that. Somebody else. They
You
said
say-
Jesus had wool.
Okay, okay.
Had wool, yeah.
What are you talking?
That's my daughter.
That's your dog? Okay. See, look. See? You see that? Your baby girl, she know Christ is a black man, but then you said,
No, I said
You
they say he's white.
you said they say he's white? Okay, so they should know what Christ look like if you know he's a black man, right? So, watch this. I'm going to show you. According to the Bible, Christ looked like all of us out here.
That's right.
Watch this. Give me Revelation 1.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So this is the revealing of Jesus Christ. We're going to see what's going to be revealed. If he look like this guy or more like that guy right there. Let's see.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs, because it's a law that an Israelite man is supposed to have a beard on his face. That's why when you look at all these brothers' faces, we got beards on our faces. So his head and his hairs were white like wool. Like, look at that older gentleman right there. He got the white woolly beard, just like Christ. So now we get more of a visual description. Watch this, read on.
As white as snow. His eyes were the flame of fire.
And his eyes was as the flame of fire, meaning that the whites of his eyes was red in color. Do y'all know why Christ's eyes was red? Christ's first miracle, he turned water into what? Wine. So you better believe he drank some of that wine. And when we drink a little bit of alcohol, the whites of our eyes turn what color? Red, right? So watch this. Start back from top, verse 14 from the top.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So Christ's head and his hairs was like so-called African American hair, black people hair, right? Like that fro that's on your head. That's Christ's hair. You see how you smell? That's a beautiful thing. You got Christ's hair. You got Christ's hair. Read.
As white as snow. His eyes was the flame of fire.
And his eyes was as a flame of fire. So let me see if y'all pay attention. I know you got it, mama. Why was Christ's eyes red? Because he did what? Drunk a little bit of what? Wine, right? Watch this, read.
And his feet.
And his feet. Because your feet is the same color as the rest of your body, right? Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Christ's feet like unto fine brass. What color is brass? Huh? I'm gonna show you. Watch this. What is sign at? Yeah, flip that around for me. No, that is the color of brass. You see how it look almost like that, brother? Because this is what Christ's feet looking like. So is his feet gonna be that color and the rest of his body white? His body ain't gonna look like this if his feet the color of that, right? Watch this.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burn in a furnace.
So if you burn something that's brown already in a furnace, what color is it gonna get? Black, right? So what are we proving? Christ, your king, is a black man according to the Bible. So that hair that you got on your head, That's Christ-like hair. That's God-like hair. So don't never let nobody tell you, oh, your hair is nappy, your hair is no worth. Guess what? You got the most important hair on the planet Earth.
That's right.
Because, you're strong, huh? Watch this. I'm going to show you, though. Because, what you got? Yep, give me Song of Solomon. Watch this. This is Christ's grandfather. Come here, my brother. Watch this. This is Christ's grandfather, right? Watch this, read.
The book of Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 1. The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. Verse 5. I am black, but comely.
What King Solomon say? He said he what?
I am black, but comely.
Comely means good looking. King Solomon said, I'm black and I look good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We were saying that like in the 60s and 70s. I'm black and I'm proud. I'm black and I look good. Black is beautiful. Guess what? King Solomon documented it in the Bible because he knew at one point in time we'll be walking around here thinking black skin is something bad. When guess what? The forefathers that wrote this book was all black men. Because guess what? Ask me a question. I like questions. What question you got about this Bible? What you want to know? Why we in the ghettos? Why we in the slums? What question you got, mama? Because we gon' why we in the slums? Oh, good question. Good question. Because have y'all ever wondered why black folks are always in the ghettos? Why we in the bottom of society? Huh? You'd say? What was you pushing to? Yeah, but why did God allow it to happen? Because remember, God is in control of everything, right? But he allowed it to happen for a reason. Because watch this. Matter of fact, before you get there, give me Amos 3 and verse 9. Watch this. I'm going to show you. Because we give the devil too much credit. All the same truck. Hey, yeah, God going to get them too, right? But watch this. I'm telling you, we're going to look on the news and we're going to see that same loud truck flipped over. Watch this. Read what you got.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1.
Verse 9, watch this.
Verse 9. Published in the passages of Ashdod.
I won't, what you say, will it be evil in the city?
Verse 6. Verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord have not done it?
Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? So I'm showing you God is in control of everything. And I'm going to show you why. Deuteronomy 1:1 and then 28. Watch this. I'm going to show you why we're in the ghettos and slums. And it shows that we are the people of the Bible. Because you're not just black. You're not just Afro-American, African-American. You are the Israelites. You are the bloodline of Christ. Right? What you got?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1.
Bring it out.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Hold on. Who is Moses speaking to? All of who? Watch this. Read it again.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Who is he talking to? Israel, right? So now we finna show that the things that happened to the children of Israel happened to us. So we can prove that we are the people of this Bible.
That's right.
Watch this. Read what you got. Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
Meaning in the future, right? Because if I say, hey, something gonna happen, it ain't happening right now, but it's going to happen, right? So he's saying that it's gonna come to pass in the future, read.
If thou would not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If we do not listen to the voice of God, meaning what's coming out of this Bible, watch what's gonna happen.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
Now, some of his commandments.
To do all his commandments.
We gotta do all the commandments. Because we go into these churches, they don't teach the commandments of God. They go to church on Sunday, which is the first day of the week, when we was commanded to keep the Sabbath day, which is the seventh day of the week, which is today. Saturday is the seventh day of the week. Right? Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
That all these what?
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
These curses. Because when you look around, we got curses that befell us, right? We in the ghettos. We got single-parent household. We we leading the top of STDs and so on and so forth. A lot of bad things have happened to us, right? But he says if we didn't listen to the commandments of God, this would happen to who? The children of who? Israel, right? Watch this, read.
Verse 16. Curse shalt thou be in the city.
You know what curse in the city is? The ghettos.
Bring it out.
The slums. The people that's selling crack on the corner, prostitution, gun violence, gang violence in your neighborhood. So, watch this. You done got cold, huh? The word of God finna warm you up. Watch this, read it again.
Curse shall thou be in the city.
Curse shall thou be in the city, because you wonder why we in the ghettos, why we in the slums, because we are the children of God. We are the Israelites according to the Bible. Most likely, what's your father? Is he a so-called African American? So you would be from the tribe of Judah, the same tribe as Christ. Same bloodline as Christ, the same race, the same people of Christ. So now you understand why we're in the ghettos, because we didn't keep the commandments of God, right? Watch this, read on.
And curse shall thou be in the field.
Look at this. Cursed in the field, the sugarcane field, the tobacco field. Even today, our job field, we last hired and first what?
To go.
You say to go? You said, right, they ready to, we first hired, right? You see what I'm saying? So what are we proving? That what happened to the children of Israel happened to the so-called African Americans. It happened to us. Because the biggest secret on the planet Earth is who are the real descendants of the Bible. Because you got people in the land that say that they the Israelite, or they call themselves Israeli. They say that they the Jew. They don't even call themselves a Jew. They say I'm Jewish. Something like a Jew. You ain't something like a Jew. You are the Jews, according to the Bible. But watch this. Jump to verse 32. Watch this.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another race of people. Who that happened to? Y'all ever seen any slave movies? You seen the slave movie before? So, whose sons and daughters was given to another race of people? Right, and they look like who? Us, right? They are people. But this happened to the children of Israel. It didn't say the African Americans this would happen to in the future. It says the children of Israel. He was proclaiming things that would happen if we didn't keep the commandments of God. Watch this, read.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
So if they want to sell your daughters in slavery time, could you do anything about it? And if you tried to do that, because you might be a sister that would have, what would have happened to you?
Jail.
Nah, you would have got killed. They would have hung you from a tree. But this is showing, yeah, back then, and even today, think about it. You got something called CPS. CPS can come take your daughters right now and your son, and it ain't nothing you can do about it except go through a lot of legalities, a lot of court visits, and so on and so forth to prove that you're a fit mother, right? So what we're showing, the same curses that happened back in the day, it befalls us today. Because guess what? We got to wake up to who we are. This is just a start. We're just scratching the surface knowing that who we are and what we must do. We got to come back to keeping the commandments of God. Right. Because if this happened because we broke the commandments of God, obviously we must learn how to keep the commandments to flip it or reverse it, right? That's right. Watch this. Jump to verse 48. Watch this.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
So the Bible says that we would serve our enemies. Who was in servitude to another people? We was, right? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because the land we standing in was once the Native Americans' land, but it was stripped from them, and they had to serve their enemies. So the ones that enslaved us, God called them what? Or what? Watch this. Nah. Watch this. Watch this. Listen to this. Our master.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
We shall serve who? Our enemies. So the ones that put us in slavery, God says it's our enemies. Right. We're not saying go pick up arms and hurt them, but we got to know who the enemy. Because we got songs talking about the op, which is an opposition or an enemy. We call them our enemy when they are brothers. Right. We ain't supposed to be hurting each other. But what they have done, they have taught us to hate one another, and we'll forgive them for everything they do. Right. Or doing to us, right? Watch this, read on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who sent them against us?
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
So the Lord sent these nations against us, right? The white man ain't just wake up and say, you know what? I want to conquer me some black people. No, the Lord said, oh, y'all want to break my commandments? Y'all don't want to follow the instructions that I have given them? Okay, I'm going to send the enemies against you. I'm going to send the white man to enslave you, right? Read.
In hunger and in thirst.
So we gotta serve the same person that put us in slavery in hunger. When you get hungry, where do you go to get your food? You say the refrigerator, but mama gotta go get it from somewhere else. Where you go? The grocery store. Most likely, who owns the grocery store? Is the white people. You see how you gotta whisper that? Because that shows how much fear we got. Because we're gonna say it openly because it's the truth. We gotta tell our people the truth. We gotta go to the same people that put us into slavery for food, for what else?
And then thirst.
And thirst. The water bill you gotta pay. The Aquafina, the Sunny, whatever you want. Who you gotta go to get that? The white people, right? And this is just the truth, because as soon as we hear white people, a lot of times we shut down. We gotta tell it as it is written, right? Read.
And then nakedness.
And nakedness. And that Tommy Hilfiger, and look got his name branded on it. At one point they branded us, now we buying they brand. You see what I'm saying? So, and Tommy Hilfiger say he don't even want black people wearing his clothes, but we still gotta go to the same people that enslaved us for their clothing, right? Watch this, read on.
And then want of all things.
And want of all things. You gotta go to them. If you want to be a nurse, you gotta get certified through the white man.
Right.
You want your death certificate, you gotta go to him to prove that this person is dead. You see what I'm saying? Anything you want, we gotta go to them because we broke the commandments of God. Because oftentimes we think, oh, they just stronger than us. No, no, no. The reason why they was able to conquer us and oppress us, because we broke the commandments of God. And God put the spirit on them to be able to do so, right? Watch this. How did we get to America as a people? On a ship. You think that's in the Bible? Watch this, 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Hold on. Because remember the children of Israel, when they was in Egypt, they was in slavery, right? So he says, y'all gonna go into slavery or Egypt, which is synonymous for slavery again. Watch this, we're gonna prove it to you. Watch this, read.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2. I'm the Lord thy God.
I'm the Lord thy God, meaning your God. He's not the God of everybody. That might be hard to believe, but he's your God. That's why he's whooping our behind. That's why he's tearing us up. That's why we went into slavery on ships, and the white man ain't going to slavery on ships. The Chinese man ain't went into slavery on ships because he's our God. Read on.
I'm the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the land of Egypt?
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of slavery. So now we know Egypt is synonymous with bondage or captivity, right? So watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt,
into slavery or bondage,
again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
How do we get here? You said ships, right? So what are we proving? We are the children of Israel. Yeah. Don't never walk around thinking, oh, I'm just Afro-American, I'm African-American, oh, I'm just colored, oh, bad things just happen to us because we're black. These bad things are happening because we broke the commandments of God. And God, he documented it so we can return to him. Because this is without a shadow of a doubt that the same thing that happened to the children of Israel happened to the so-called African-Americans, right? Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
You know what the it is that we won't see no more again? Our homeland. Have we been back to the west coast of Africa where they got us from? Most of us never even left overseas. When we came over here on a ship and we ain't never left. We ain't never been on a ship to go back. You see what I'm saying? So the it we haven't seen is our homeland. And we got to get permission called a passport to even leave this country, right? Watch this, read on.
And there you shall be sold.
And there, once that ship docked, you shall what?
Ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
To who?
Unto your enemies.
You hear that? There go it again. God calls them our enemies. But, because friends don't enslave friends, right? Friends don't create Section 8 and this welfare system if the black man ain't in the house. Now the woman think, I don't need no man. But then guess what? You keep having these babies, you need a man then, right? You see what I'm saying? Watch this, read on.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
Hold on, slave men and slave women. Because a lot of times our sisters, because they give y'all certain benefits, y'all don't think y'all oppressed with us. He said we would go into captivity as slave men and slave women. If we came into this situation together, guess what? We coming out of it together. But we got to get on one mind. We got to get on one accord. So now, Y'all understand y'all the children of Israel, right?
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be